It is Lordo's Sunday Deep Dive, brought to you by our friends Jez and Alan, the team at Unique Wrought Iron. Of course, we are in lockdown, but you can always have a chat to them, whether it be by Zoom, whether it be by FaceTime, whatever you want to do. They are open for business, so make sure you walk in, open one of those magnificent doors to what could be a very, very bright future.
TJ, today's deep dive is around droughts being broken. So, as Damo said in the quiz earlier, 6,203 days since Essendon won a final, so they're trying to break that today. But it's all about Melbourne this year, trying to break that drought from 1964. But so we're looking at those droughts being broken, and the first one, the Western Bulldogs. I think in my time following the game, not being an Essendon moment, this is the most enjoyable one that I've witnessed in my time broadcasting the game and following the game. This was obviously breaking the hoodoo since a 62-year premiership drought. Look at the passion on the siren there.
Look at that.
The emotion through winning 4 finals, which we don't usually see. Going to Perth initially, it was outstanding. The Tom Boyd story, the pressure he's been under. There was you, Bill.
Yeah.
These were amazing
And
scenes
nothing.
on the Sunday Footy Show, seeing the people flood the Whitten Oval.
I've never seen so many different multicultures. It was unbelievable. They were all gathered. They were all so happy. Oh, that was fantastic being out there that day. It was really good.
It was fantastic to be at Victoria Park in 1990 as well, the day after Collingwood won their drought break. And this is one of the iconic moments for me, when you can see a young Eddie here somewhere too. But anyway, when Lee Matthews came down, then of course there's that from Darren Mullane when the siren went. And also, we wouldn't have the vision, but I remember at the celebrations that night, the late great Bobby Rose walking in and wheeling his son Robert Jr. in the wheelchair, just sort of saying, you know, the shackles are off, the drought is broken, we're free again. It was beautiful stuff for people like Bobby Rose, and those celebrations just continued. They went on, and mainly at Dom's, I think it was. Is it Dom Camillo's? I think that's where most of the celebrations were.
Tony Shaw said he's never seen so many grown men with tattoos crying.
Well, but even there, like I did radio with Michael Christian, and he'd often wear shorts and thongs and have that magpie tattoo, and I see that, and you know, it just sort of like what a special occasion for those guys to be a part of that.
TJ, in terms of gaps between premierships, the Sydney Swans have got everyone covered. 1933 was their previous one to 2005, and the manner in which it came is part of the famous story that it ended up becoming. The Leo Barry mark that was taken there, Paul Roos accepting the cup and shouting out, "Here it is," and then repeating that actual grand final the very next year in a very similar one-kick result where it went the other way with West Coast. But yeah, back to 2005, Barry Round, Bobby Skilton, just famous football people, but beautiful people as well. And then Paul Roos just doing what he there. Here it is, and there it was, and one of the great footy moments, that drought breaker.
And never forgotten their South Melbourne roots.
The Bloods.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you love that. Hey, well, what about this one back in 2007? 44 years since Bobby Davis, fair dinkum, unbelievable. Won the, look at the half cat there. He's very excited. But this is the Cats in 07. And look at that win, 119 points. And that was the first grand final win, Brendan McCartney there, since 1963. So it was great for the city of Geelong. A fantastic time there. And well done to Bomber and Tommy Harley, and there they all are. And then this was the next day. This was unbelievable. They're the streets of Geelong. It was gridlocked in the streets of Geelong. People everywhere, and that's what it's all about, the fans. The fans coming out, enjoying it. Oh, and that was a nice little couple of days on the frost.
That was great times in Adelaide as well after that grand final, Bill. But this was better, not necessarily a long drought, but the first ever premiership. Only took them 7 years to win this, which when you look at Fremantle and the Giants and other teams that come in, it was pretty quick, really. More home and away wins than any other team in 01, 2 and 3, and that's as good as it gets. You're seeing that passion.
What was that signifying again, Kane?
Well, the choking.
Chokers,
We'd won more home and away games than any other team, but continually failed in finals. And Alan Scott, the big major sponsor, said you'd never win a premiership if Mark Williams is coaching. And he got up there and said that. What a character, great times. And a lot of those players there in significant coaching roles at the moment across the competition.
It was 37 years that it took the Tigers. They won in 1980 and then took 37 years to get back there. But 2017 this was. Now, 2016, the last 5 out of 6 games they lost leading into that, and they lost by 113 points to Sydney in the last round of 2016.
points.
Yeah, thought about sacking Damien Hardwick. They came out with that group to save the Tigers. There was a board stoush. They stuck fat with Damien Hardwick. All the assistant coaches went out the door, and then this was the result. Richmond, and they were partying. You talk about partying in Geelong. They were partying down in Punt Road.
It was
this
Tiger
went on
time.
for days, Bill. This went on for days.
That was just after round 14.
Have a look at the Tigers.